All right, Shalom. First and foremost, all praise and glories unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Harachakodash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone. Greetings, salutations, and blessings unto the elect. Shalom unto you. I'm the brother Shaquat from the Las Vegas Church. And, brothers have been circulating uh, information, which is a beautiful thing. And this is what came up on the feed, okay? This was a brother dropped this off on Instagram. The inside drop. It said, Texas Tribune, breaking. Texans can carry handguns without a license or training starting September the 1st. After Texas Governor Greg Abbott on Wednesday signed the permitless carry bill into law. Wow. And brothers been making jokes, and but we're really rejoicing in prophecy right now. Okay, Wild West, all of this stuff, man. This is stuff we rejoice at this, not because we know the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. Matter of fact, I'll start with that. But before I do, I want to get this at the top of 2nd Esdras 15. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord Yahweh, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. And this is a very prophetic chapter. Well, the book itself is very prophetic. But in short, I mean, there are some things in this book, man. These prophecies, we're watching Esdras and his visions come, the prophetic visions come to pass, man, come to life. Okay? What do you mean you're going to allow people to just carry guns in the state of Texas without a gun license or training? It means anybody can have a gun. But see, when you actually think this process through, that sounds great. But we know what's going to happen to crime. But that also makes you understand that, hey, people aren't going to be so hasty to want to rob people and do things of that nature, because everybody will be packing. All right? So as crime goes up, I mean, this scenario is right out of a movie. Okay, as crime goes up, murder goes up, killing goes up. These things are gonna get out of control. But this is what the words of prophecy is talking about. So let me jump from there, and let me more importantly jump over here. Let me squeeze that over some. Okay, 2 Corinthians chapter 10. This is vital for anybody coming in with the carnal mind, man. You gotta let that go. That is not for us. Okay. Wow. Anyway, that is not for us. Okay. This information is for you 2/3 out there, man. This is for the rest of you everyday American citizens and you Texans and all that to understand. The men of the Lord, as men of the Lord, our job is what I'm about to read. We don't partake in that carnality like that. Okay. Yeah. Let me see. Yep. Yep. I'll start at 2. But I beseech you that I may not be bold when I am present with that confidence wherewith I think to be bold against some which think of us as we walk according to the flesh. Some people think that we walk according to the flesh. Okay? Just our belief, our faith, our people believe that to be or should I say people mistake that as a boldness of carnality. We're not. We're not carnal. Yeah, we speak things of death, but this is prophecy. Okay? But here's the word from Paul. It says 2 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 3, for though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, meaning they're not guns and killing. That's not, we're not preaching the things of mortality. We preach the things of immortality. Okay? Those that don't want immortality, hey, then go do your thing, man. Whatever that is, you go do that. This is what we're teaching to those that don't have a carnal mind. Matter of fact, let me, since the spirit's moving now, go over into Romans right quick. 8. It's around 6, I think it is. Yep. There it is. Oh, perfect. I'll start at Romans 8:4. That the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us, who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit. For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the Spirit, the things of the Spirit. Okay, we're not worried about the things of the flesh, death and health. I mean, we are concerned with our health. Those are things of life. Okay, but we're not in there trying to injure people, and you know, we were told to be angry and sin not. Be wise as serpents and harmless as doves. Okay, it says, for to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace, and that's what we need. Hey, we've been surrounded by death. You go into the curses, and you Negro, Latino, Native Americans, the curses from Deuteronomy 28 chapter are just heavily weighing on us. Okay, and if I would have read up, it would have told you that we were. Yep, I'll read verse 2. For the law of the Spirit of life in Yahushua Mashiach made me free from the law of sin and death. Okay, and so we're free from that death. We're into the spirit of life. Okay, so let's move on. It says, because the carnal mind is enmity against the Most High, and it is not subject to the law of the Most High, neither indeed can be. So then they that are in the flesh cannot please the Most High. But ye that are in the flesh, that are not in the flesh, but are not in the flesh, but in the Spirit, if so be that the Spirit of the Most High dwell in you. Now, if any man have not the Spirit of the anointed, Yahushua Mashiach, okay, he is none of his. And if the anointed be in you, the body is dead because of sin, but the Spirit is life because of righteousness. Okay, and I think the point was made there. Let's go back. Oops. 2 Corinthians 10 verse 3 again. It says, for though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. And this law is a carnal law. And the people that interpret it have not the law of the Spirit, but they have the law of the flesh, man. Okay, so they're gonna die. And a lot of them don't even have the biblical law of the Bible, of the flesh. They're still caught up in trying to shoot them up and armed robbery and all kinds of crazy things. When you look at the news, and Apostle just did a video on it, Apostle Gabar, about how much violence has been going on, since 2021 came in. Okay, lots of violence, way more violence now. Okay, violent crimes and things of that nature have just skyrocketed in this year. All right, it says, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds. How? Because we preach this word, calling out the truth where it belongs, man. Pointing the finger at it, and showing people that this is a spiritual thing, that we speak of life. Yeah, there's death in the prophecies, but this is of life. So let's get back to the main point. Okay, we go back to the book of Second Esdras chapter 15. Start at the top again, the prophecy. Now I'm gonna jump down. Okay. Yep. We'll start at verse 10. It says, behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, in the land of our captivity. It says, okay, these people are being led as a flock to the slaughter. The longer you follow after the flesh, you're going to be led to the slaughter. Okay? You're going to be led to the slaughter. All right, let's jump down to the point, verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. What's that killing instrument? What is that sword? It's the modern day sword, is a gun. Okay? The modern day sword is the gun. All right? And look, they're passing gun laws, okay? And one people shall stand up to fight against another. There's going to be gunfights, man. And swords in their hands, guns in their hands, and knives and daggers and machetes and all kinds of killing instruments. But particular, the one of choice in this society now is the projectile, the gun. Okay, and on a large grand scale, it'll be, missiles and whatever. But for now, the everyday person, it's the gun. Okay? It says, for there shall be sedition among a division among men and invading one another. We're just going to go strong arm you with no weapon? Yeah, right. They're going to have guns. All right? It says, they shall not regard their kings nor princes. They're going to knock out city officials and chamber of commerce people and any city official or government official from the top to the bottom. They're not going to care. Okay? So in the course of their actions shall stand in their power. All right? Because they can do it. Because there's laws like this in the state of Texas. Okay? It says a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, martial law. So who they going to be shooting out with eventually with these weapons in their hands? The troops. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, with the gun. Okay? Should destroy them with the gun. Okay? Slacky, it says, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread, no food, and for great tribulation. Because they in trouble, man. This is what we got to do. Okay? This is what we got to do to get out of this. This is how people are going to feel about it. Now, I actually have the article. Bear with me.